Hello and welcome back to another 404 Dice Not Found, the bi-weekly Pathfinder 1E adjacent tabletop role-playing fucking event. I have a new audio setup.
Well, I was gonna say, what's with the dramatic pauses and cadence, man? You sound like an AI trying to read the teleprompter upside down.
Listen, I'm having fun and also coming off of meds and letting brain catch up to ADHD, so...
Why is Aaron muted? Or Avron muted?
He's on the phone right now.
Ah.
He's on the phone.
How dare they have a real life during game night? That's gay.
Not a vibe. So I have a new audio setup. I got myself a boom arm because I got tired of audio issues through Discord. Realized it might not have actually been Discord, but I'm not sure what the issue was because through testing the Discord audio shit, it didn't seem to be causing the problem. So not sure, but it seems to have resolved, and the boom arm is a nice addition because now I have a much cleaner sound. But
honestly, probably the fact that your mic kept moving and you kept having to minutely adjust it. So now it's on the boom arm, so now it's in one place and it's not moving.
And I can swing it.
Stability does wonders for audio control.
Listen, I'm just glad that I can like actually get quieter and I don't just fade out, cut out.
Stop it, my ear is moist.
Ew.
I'm not sure what you intend by that statement, but what I am envisioning is not sexually. It's a sexually.
It's racist.
Can we just
Anyway,
join
we're gonna
over
play
to the
a
story
game
now?
Let's play games.
Let's get to the recap of which not much happened.
Sibling incest aside, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, not sibling incest. It's more like wincest. Because when it's incest, it's a win.
Ew.
No.
Ew. I don't want to be part of this family anymore.
No.
You're the one talking about your moist ears.
That's because he's spitting in it with how close he is to the mic. That's how I meant that.
That did not translate that well at all.
Don't worry, Eliza. I got what you meant.
That's
Thanks,
further proof that you were off the mark.
Oh, shush. Anyway.
Wait, hold on.
Apologies, my son has come into the room to say hello, and I need to order dinner on DoorDash real quick.
Bruh.
So we could do the recap.
Yeah, go ahead. I did watch the episode because I did get the episode posted in a actually timely manner. I just don't remember much right now because I'm very tired because I was up till midnight studying physiology.
That's fair. Anyway, the only major thing that happened is we got to the village, found out that we're probably gonna have to go kill the Goblin Chief because he suddenly is declaring war, and that's new. And we found out about Thalia's backstory. It was essentially Thalia's backstory episode. That's what it was.
Yep, we found out about the secondhand Satanism.
So, Thalia, give us your backstory.
Cassandra.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Yeah, pretty much. No. Cassandra made a deal with the devil, and now she's dead, and now, what the frick did her name? Talia has devil problems. And something that she wasn't able to speak about.
Yes, Thalia has a voice in her head that every time she tries to talk about it, she just says something normal.
Pretty much.
I'm not ready for you to know about me just yet.
Okay, you can stop that. You can pack it up, bud.
Incorrect. He was right. They were ready for her to know about it. They weren't ready for us to know about them.
So Thalia's got whispers.
Yeah.
If only I could make a cacophony.
But,
I mean, pre-recorded cacophony.
So here's the fun thing.
Voice
The voice mod voice changer, I got to function successfully through voice meter into Discord, so I can bring in voice changing effects down the line,
nice.
and probably much sooner rather than later.
But yeah, long story short, we found out Thalia's mom Cassandra made a deal with the devil where the price was her firstborn. Literal deal with the devil type shit. And the druids took Thalia in as a baby, promised their mom that hey, as long as she's under our protection, the devil can go fuck themselves. Not in those words, but was basically what it was. And did not think that leaving their bounds would trigger the deal. And there was some confusion on that because it didn't. It didn't actually trigger till a month. No, a couple weeks. Yeah, a couple weeks because we fucked up the time.
Yeah, I did it right the first time.
No, it's because we fucked up the travel time, and that's what Trevor was talking about. It was supposed to be a month. It took us 2 weeks.
Yeah, which means it took us a month.
No, he literally said he's not retconning that.
Ow.
Yeah,
Well-
so I'm gonna cover that, like, for the sake of the fact that I don't like retcons. If I can absolutely avoid them, we've already had one that I really could not. But this does not need to be retconned. It's just a learning moment for me. I fucked up travel speeds, so the amount of time that it took them to get to the Obsidian Library was not correct. They got there entirely too quickly. And going forward, I now understand how travel times work a little bit better. I have found the information that I needed, and will definitely be adjusting as such because it was significant. So while their travel time to where they are now is pretty accurate, actually would have been about a week. Still not quite as accurate. Just over a week to get to where you guys are now. I know my stuff better now going forward, so going forward travel times will be a lot more accurate. But up until now, I am leaving things as they were. You guys had magical speed boost. We'll call it your login bonus every week, but your login bonus is expired. Your free membership access is expired, and you now have to pay the subscription fee. And you have not, so you are now demoted to free access. Congratulations.
I would like a logical complaint with the admin.
Denied. This is Reddit, and we don't care.
Hey, right up until they
My
do
bad.
care,
This
and then the world
is
becomes-
Discord. I'm a Discord mod, and I don't give a fuck. I have power. You don't. Haha. Sorry.
Yeah,
Did I sound too much like an actual Discord mod?
Maybe, but yeah.
No, you sound like you have testicles.
And a well cleaned up beard, not a neck beard.
Anyway,
Do you think?
to finish the recap, there's confusion on how the deal actually was supposed to take place because she did leave their territory and it didn't kick in until after Cassandra died, and then even then it was like 2 weeks later, 2.5 weeks later, for some random reason in a throne room.
Double hit.
So, gonna try to figure that out later. Well, we kind of left off with just milling
And,
about the village.
No, I think my axe was in the middle of berating me for something.
Oh, right. Thank you for reminding me. Yes. The last thing that did happen was we told the guy the prophecy, asked him about artifacts, and Lila pointed out that she had one. And he's like, oh, this is my first time seeing an awakened artifact. And that's when the axe got uppity and Rock's ears of like, he's been looking at me the entire time. He's a liar. And Rock told him, my axe has a bone to pick with you and is calling you a liar. And the elder was just like, what the fuck? And that is where we left off.
Actually, really good recap, John. I'm genuinely saying I'm proud of that recap. You did a really good job.
Nice.
Listen, when not much happens, I can remember it pretty well.
Yeah, it's just your obstinance and confidence in your memory when you know it's not solid. It's annoying. But we love you. Anyway,
Yeah, I never said that.
well, you didn't have
Wow.
to. You keep coming here every other week.
You're right.
Okay, so we left off with your axe picking a bone and you revealing that information to the village elder.
And everyone, because I don't think anyone else knew the thing could talk to me either.
Correct.
No,
yes.
no, we didn't.
Yeah. Nobody was aware of that, as nobody should be, because it's telepathic, and it's a very intimate relationship. He wasn't expecting to have that put on blast, but he's also not mad about it. He is a bit of a voyeur. Voyeur, is that the right? No, voyeur is like
He has
seen. I don't know.
he has an immense amount of bravado.
He's old.
If he's wanting
Those
to
are
be
not
seen,
those are not mutually exclusive.
no. If he's wanting to be seen, it's expedition. If he wants to watch, it's voyeurism.
Can we please not talk about the axe in a sexual manner?
Not, I'm defining
it's
terms.
it's conscious. It can consent. Anyway,
if my axe turns this into a porno, I'm drowning it in the ocean.
that's valid. I don't blame you at all.
The axe consents to my blade into his neck.
Nah, I don't think he's interested in that. You could say he's got a bit of an axe to grind with some people.
That
But
was
yeah, no.
bad.
Hearing that the axe is set and that Lila is going to fly over to it, hovering next to the axe, look to Rock and go, what language does it speak?
That's an
Right.
excellent question. Oh, Master of the Universe.
Is it not listed on your artifact sheet?
Wait, we have an
Give me a second.
artifact? We have an artifact sheet?
It is not listed. I have, unfortunately, I would request that you leave me notes. You don't make them black because I have R20 in dark mode, so that makes it a little hard to read.
Got it.
My-
Didn't
my-
realize you
my
had it in dark mode. Sorry.
My artifact sheet is just +1 tiara, +2 wisdom.
Correct. I'm
It
still
has-
working on building
I
yours,
have-
but those are your stat bonuses from your artifact.
I have its alignment, its social stats, and it is in enchantment bonus and the ability bonus it gives me. That's it.
So it's just a telepathic bond.
I mean, I could hook this thing up to a car battery and we'll see what happens. But at that point, this is what I got to wake.
Sorry, I had it written down for my notes and did not realize I did not include it in the stat sheet. It speaks Druidic.
Ah.
So for you, it just speaks your native tongue.
What would I call it? Because the thing is, I'm struggling with this because I don't think Rock would call it Druidic because of how
No,
he learned.
I mean, that's why I said it as your native tongue. Like, you didn't know it had a name until you came to the mainland, and then people were like, oh, you speak Druidic. And you're like, the fuck is that? So
look
for
at
you, it really is just your tongue, my language. What does he speak in? My language?
I'm going to look at Lila. I'm going to look at the elder. I'm looking at Lila and go, well, as much as I'd love to say so, I'd hate for us to get kicked out because something else knows the big secret language that no one is supposed to know.
I'm pretty sure a living artifact would get a pass.
You'd think, but I really don't want to test the rules of this place. We did just get in here.
Everyone's gonna raise her hand. I don't know what that language is.
The language of druids.
Still don't know.
Typically,
Okay, I'll be your translator.
the elder listening to this for a moment, he says, typically, as this is an ancient language as well, if something, an item, is capable of speech, it was granted that language in its creation process, which means that whoever made it spoke the language. I cannot speak for
So-
how long ago that was, but more than likely that was probably crafted by a druid.
Rock looks confused for a second. No one else hears it talking.
No.
No,
Okay.
that does seem to be something that only you can hear. That's
So
not entirely unheard of amongst heroes' legends of their weapons and armors, of having a unique and an innate bond with them that seems to border on that of a relationship you'd have with another person. I don't mean romantic necessarily, although there are some, but more in the sense of the kind of a bond you would form with another human. It seemed almost as if they viewed their equipment and the magical items as human, so I would not be surprised if those legends were actually telling stories of weapons that and armor that could speak to their owners, hosts. I'm not sure how that relationship works.
to answer
I
your
don't know if I'd
question,
want something smart that I wear that covers any part of my body, especially anything vital. Seems like that would be a little bit too intimate.
Lila just sitting there like after like the 5th time of trying to explain what the fuck this is, just kind of crosses their arms in a pout.
Yeah, it's really hard for you to talk, man.
I am aware. Just
Don't worry, Apple. Other people can know things too. I know it's hard.
That's not why. I was trying to explain it. Anyway,
You gotta
they
speak up.
Well, then what do you know?
they're called intelligent.
He holds a finger to you as you start to talk. Hold on. And he walks over to his desk and he grabs what looks like an ear horn.
Oh god,
You know, like
yes.
an old fashioned. It is not in use for what it is intended for. It has never been used for that, at least since I have come into possession of it, and it is clean. But maybe this will help amplify a little bit so you can actually get your voice heard.
Lila, sitting on Rock's shoulder, takes the ear horn. Like, does the fuck, what is it called when you do the ascending notes?
A scale?
Yes, thank you. Does a scale just to see how loud she is?
You
For
don't need to
everyone.
yell.
Rock, she's definitely louder for you being on your shoulder, but for everybody else, she is, depending on how close you are to Rock, anywhere from as loud as a normal person at a normal talking level to bordering like soft spoken but still audible. So none of you have to strain to hear her, but if other people's voices start climbing too quickly or too loudly, she will quickly still get drowned out.
Nice.
Finally, I could be heard again. Anyway, to answer your questions, it was a lot more common before the collapse. They were called intelligent weapons. It covered everything, but that's kind of the name that stuck. Things that had consciousness.
Yeah,
Now, yours is probably more powerful than that, as again they were more fairly common. Like you could have an intelligent sword that just had a consciousness, but didn't really do anything special.
the fuck would you want that for?
It was a more magical time, and people did things because they could.
Doing things because you can is the worst reason to do things.
Those people sound stupid.
That is the argument that has been made about the folly of our greatest age. And why, despite the fact that magic has returned, nobody has delved into it as far as they did. I will say that at least. It seems the world has learned from that mistake. To some
Or we
degree.
just haven't given them the time to make it again.
Well, there is also that.
There's a lot less of the arcane style of magic. Your wizards, your sorcerers, people whose magic came from either study or their own blood.
Yes, but also the divine magics have not exactly recovered particularly well either. Post collapse and the recovery, it has tainted all trust in most forms of magic, so most are pretty distrustful of any, because visibly it is not easy to determine the difference.
No.
So people see magic and they see dangers and they get scared and they think that you're going to bring about another collapse.
Or eat you.
Well, in your case, that was a reality, not a threat.
Yes. She looks to the group writer. Oh, right. I never talked about this. Yeah. To most of the world, I'm a delicacy.
I think you've mentioned that before.
We know.
Lila, just out of curiosity, where are you looking right now? Are you looking at the rest of the group as you say that, or are you looking
Yes,
ahead?
like-
Okay.
Looking at the rest of the group.
Everybody else, roll a perception real quick.
Dude.
The elder slowly licks his lips unintentionally.
And that's how we know we had to kill the other.
You son of a bitch! You got me monologuing.
Site-based?
Yes.
Okay, so what Rock's gonna do is while Lila's talking, he's kind of half listening to her, still looking over the axe, wondering like what this thing was trying to do, rather than just monologue about the fact that the elder wasn't paying attention, glance up at the elder, just kind of scanning the room, seeing what else is going on, because we're talking about a lot of crazy stuff here. This is usually when something tries to interrupt.
+3.
Sorry.
Because we're still on 135.
I don't know how to stop for that because
I think I saw it.
felt like a reaction.
Avern's just not focusing as well. So I'm not gonna try that.
Yeah, just a moment.
A moment.
So what's everybody else doing while they're looking around?
Say Avern wasn't focusing.
I am
that
still
much on
listening.
stuff.
I am just looking something up really quickly as best I can. So if you guys want to stunt, I'm still paying attention.
I did not think about it because I thought it was more of a reaction kind of thing. I didn't know we were looking not at something
Worries.
else.
I will specify if it's. I'll lay down this ground. I thought it was clear. I may not have made this very clear, and if not, that is on me. Assume you can stunt unless I say you can't. I will usually tell you if you cannot, if it's reactionary or you don't have that opportunity. So I'm sorry if I did not make that clearer
That's fine.
beforehand.
It still
So.
rolled great.
I've got 3 of you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, that is all of you then. Because Taryn doesn't really matter right now.
Nope, he's about to go on vacation.
Fly, fly away.
Brock, I'm going to whisper it to you.
I had a feeling I
Hey.
saw it. Plus what? I have a plus 13 to my perception.
Jeez.
I have a few of them that are pretty far up there. The only reason my intimidate isn't higher is because of my negative charisma.
I mean, I have a 11, and I have a 15 in knowledge religion. So
Yeah.
those are like, if you've been putting points into something every time, you're gonna be pretty up there at level 6.
So with him stating in Lila's case, literally trying to eat you.
Mm-hmm.
And you said, oh yeah, and if you didn't know, as if, they didn't know, even though they did. You guys were kind of the ones talking. He had just reacted to the statement. So if you guys are done interacting, then.
Yeah.
I'm waiting on my exit to finish its monologue that it was doing as well. It was in the middle of telling the elder off or something, or
He's mumbling like a grumpy curmudgeon in your head. He can't talk out loud. It does not matter how angry he is. It's just how dare you, and as if this elder should have immediately recognized him. But the elder does come over to you and gesture, hands out to you. May I, if this is a druidic made artifact, might be able to identify at least a little bit about it.
I hold the axe in the middle of the haft and just kind of plop it down in his hands, letting the weight hit him.
You all see him catch, and his arms definitely drop probably a little more suddenly than he anticipated. As the weight kind of strikes him, but he catches it, and he's still holding it with a remarkable amount of ease for an old man. Would not to make it sound like he is wielding it as if it's a paperweight. He is not. This is very much a heavy thing for him. But you would expect a man of his age to have more difficulty with an item like this. He turns it over in his hands. He's looking at it. He runs his hand along the metal of the head, and he just examines it for a moment and reads some of the scrawlings and the.
While he's preoccupied with it, I'm just slowly pulling my silver axe out and holding it at the ready. Just making sure I'm armed.
Where did I? There it is. He's what seems to be a long stretch of silence as he looks over this thing. In reality, maybe a minute or two. He holds it up and he says, well, one of the things that I can tell you, and this does confirm that this was crafted by a druid, because as confirmed as it can be that this was crafted by a druid, this was crafted using a very special form of a very special metal. You've heard of living steel, correct?
Yeah.
Do you know how
All
it's made?
All the leaders in Torva carry living steel weapons. They're something about mineral deposits getting sucked up into trees, and it has a tendency to heal itself and have some other magical properties.
Correct. And I'm honestly not at all surprised that Torva has a higher concentration of trees that produce living steel. With how untouched it is, I'm certain with it being a jungle, it is mineral rich. But yes, that is exactly correct in that certain trees, for some reason, start absorbing the minerals out of the earth more so than others. And that those minerals, especially any metals in the ground, bond with the tree and form a type of metal that is called living steel. Living steel, as Rock explained, is known for repairing itself if it's damaged. It is a very tough weapon material and is highly prized. This is a much rarer version. This is living mithril. And that's why that color doesn't look quite right. If you've seen living steel, you know how it's like a almost a green.
Yeah, verdant green.
Yes. Do you notice how this is almost a slightly more blue-green? That's the reaction of the metal, the mithril bonding with the tree that produced it. Of every maybe 10,000 living steel producing trees, maybe one will ever produce living mithril. And as far as I know, the only people who know how to work with it were a now extinct druid tribe. The secrets of working living mithril have been lost for countless years.
Oh, I'm sure one of the elders knows how to mess with it. We have a significant amount of strange and interesting things.
And that is something that I've been considering the possibility of, is that your presence changes what we know about the world. Truly, we did not know anybody was on Torva. It was untouched. If anybody was there, we considered that the possibility of them having any sort of civilization small, because it would have been dangerous and survival first. And frankly, we've not seen many groups survive that well in those situations. So the fact that there is some level of thriving population on Torva, I would not be surprised if there are people on your continent that actually do know these secrets. And I don't know if it's a good idea if those secrets ever get shown to the world. To be perfectly honest with you, this may be something that needs to stay secret.
Knowledge
thing
is
that
knowledge itself is never inherently dangerous. It depends on what someone chooses to do with the knowledge. Just like a weapon, an axe isn't inherently dangerous. It's what someone chooses to do with it.
Correct. Unfortunately, it seems that the vast majority of living creatures, when given the tools, prefer warfare.
Oh.
But that is a philosophical debate, and I do not believe you have much time for philosophical debates at this current junction in your travels.
as far as I know, I don't think we're on any sort of time crunch. We're looking for artifacts and hunting down someone that may or may not have already gone to ground somewhere. Am I
That is-
missing anything on that? Just
that-
kind of looking to everybody else.
While
I
that
don't think so.
may certainly be true, remember, the longer any investigation takes, the harder it gets. So while you may not have a time crunch, every day lost does make added difficulty. It's inevitable, you're going to lose days. But if you are on an active investigation, I would suggest as few delays as possible.
I just would agree, but the other side of it is, from what they said, if we continue with what we're doing, we're going to run across them again.
Plus, we don't
Definitely does
exactly
seem to be the case.
we don't exactly know where to look, and we're bound to a prophecy, so something's gonna happen.
These are all valid points. This is... It is hard to advise on anything
Theory.
with how
Yeah.
many new things have changed the course of history so far. The
Well,
fact
we wanna-
that the Obsidian Library is functional to some degree is a change to the course of history, in that what was once thought impossible is now objectively true and happening. Things that nobody could foresee happening are happening. You are bound to a prophecy that has not been heard by living ears in thousands of years, that just everything just went according to plan.
That is what happened.
So it has been difficult for me to advise in any way when so much is so
Well,
new now.
Well, I would speak up at that point. Honestly, if we want any real direction on this prophecy, we're going to need to find one of Erasmus' clerics.
Also looking for magical artifacts, a missing girl, a possible tyrant, and I kind of I hate the flowery speech of prophecies. Are we dealing with an end of the world scenario on this one, or is this just standard doom and gloom?
Well, I mean, they said a new queen, so it would be queen of a nation or queen of the world. Hard to say.
I mean, it would depend on what you define as standard doom and gloom for prophecy.
Are we looking at a sequel to the Cataclysm or the Collapse?
Probably not.
All right.
Well, I was gonna, being the only person here that can actually know this, is going to think back to what actually did cause the collapse.
It was a
Nobody
rounding.
knows.
It was a
Oh.
rounding error in accounting.
There has been literally nothing clear to any theorizer, scientist, analyst of any kind. There
So,
is no apparent reason for the ley lines to have shut off like they did.
So basically, for her time was like, wake up one day, everything's fine. Wake up the next day, shit's weird.
Quite literally. They went to bed, and the next morning, there was no magic of any arcane kind.
I feel like with a 15, I could make this, but I'm going to DM it to you real quick because I'm not going to just yap about what I, as a player, know.
Yeah, Whisper or Discord, either way. He does look at you, and he kind of looks upwards towards the ceiling while he's still looking at you, like thinking through the lines. It does state that the world will face change, and in reference to a damned queen. While it may not be apocalyptic, it may be implying that some sort of infernal creature will rise to attempt to subjugate this entire plane. Or,
Well, let's not assume it's infernal.
well, and I don't know what they mean by damned, but damned is usually a pretty clear indicator of infernal influence. The devils of the nine hells, they are infernal. And then there are the abyssal creatures of the abyss, the demons, and then you have the daemons.
Anyone
You
else
don't
think there's just
want
too
to
many
deal
places?
with daemons.
Yeah, no.
I don't like to know.
Many
Well,
more no's.
See, now that you've said it, that's probably what we're gonna have to deal with. Thank you for that.
Well, maybe at the end. The daemons are more of the apocalypse side of things.
Oh, goody.
Also,
Yeah.
I sent it to you. Bro.
Where'd you set it? Discord?
Yeah. I feel like she has enough knowledge of religion to be able to make that joke.
I look at Thalia. Well, I'm kind of bored and hungry. Where's a good place to eat around here?
I am still gonna make you roll knowledge religion. But
And
it
that
is
allows, like,
possible for you to have enough knowledge religion to make that joke begin with.
and I'm
But
not
being
gonna,
able to pinpoint Nethys being that kind of person, being that fickle, would definitely take still a roll.
Yeah, no, and I'm completely okay with that. I'm not gonna stunt because it's not that deep to me.
Absolutely. Just make your static roll, that's fine.
Wow. The dice god said nah.
That one?
No, a 4.
Uh.
So I got a total of 19.
Pathfinder math. I rolled terribly. I got a 20.
But for
You
this
don't
specific,
get to be funny.
yeah, like for this specific knowledge, you would have to be a cleric of, or like a chosen of his to be able to make that joke with that roll.
Anyways.
But you can absolutely still say the first part if you want. Like, you
she's
from
going
the
to
one
say-
who was there for it happening, quite literally,
Yeah.
you did. You went to sleep, you woke up, and no one had fucking magic.
She's gonna look to Rock. So essentially, what happened in the collapse is everything was fine one night. We, everyone had their magic. People were doing what they wanted to do. Everyone went to bed. Woke
People
up.
had magic and were magicking. They magicked
Woke up
all over the place.
and-
It was magical.
And the ley lines were turned off. With no rhyme or reason as to why. It was literally go to bed, one day everything's fine, wake up, everything's on fire.
So what, did Nethys forget to pay the power bill?
You definitely don't know, can't make that joke in character.
Hey, basic understanding of gods, you would know that Nethys is the god of magic.
Yes. I will absolutely allow you to talk about Nethys. Nethys is a well-established, well-known deity. He is the god of magic.
Well,
That is how magic exists. Knowing that he is crazy and fickle and is prone to fits of boredom where he might literally just decide, you don't get magic anymore. I just want to see what happens. That is what takes a roll. But knowing that he's the god of magic, no. To make clear, anybody with knowledge religion knows.
It is known he is fickle, just not to the extent the lore describes.
Fair. But yes, he might be known to be fickle with his followers, not necessarily with the world at large.
Can we move on?
No. Yes, absolutely. Anyway, The elder does smirk at that. I have heard many theories around Nethys and his involvement, and obviously something had to be involved with Nethys, as he is the god of the arcane. But, as Lila said, nobody knows for certain. But I did say that I think I can help you with part of your prophecy, and that is at least getting you pointed in the right direction of a possible another artifact. I say possible because it is based on legend, but
I mean, in some cultures, I'm a fucking legend.
And at this point, legends are becoming historical fact. So at this point, might as well chase legends.
Lila just kind of waves at that one.
But I hope you'll forgive me when I say that I need help first.
Goblins?
Yeah, that makes sense. I figured we were going to have to deal with him when he showed up because we did. Just we're already part of a prophecy. That just tracks.
Oh, gosh. All right. Do you have a local map where we could find where they're at? Or is this a seek and find?
I have, and I'm expecting later this evening, an intelligence report. I have sent 8 teams out throughout the entirety of our grove, outside of the living area, outside of the main hub, to find and report back on any nests, camps, hovels, piles of boxes where they are noticing concentrations of goblin kind activity. I am not expecting them, though, for at least another 4 to 6 hours. So for now, I know you've been traveling a ways. I would like to humbly welcome you into our home. You have full access to all amenities here. Rooms for those other than Lila. You are welcome to stay here in the town center and the town hall. We do have rooms for guests here. If you would rather stay amongst the locality, there is a sort of bunk house. Everyone has their own place, but sometimes everybody wants to kind of sleep all together. A little more communal. So there's a communal bunkhouse where if you wish to sleep amongst locals and amongst the populace, you're welcome to stay there.
Stay with me.
Yes, you are welcome, although I will say her home, individuals' homes are not particularly large. Here, they are mostly meant to house comfortably their family units, so that may be a little more difficult.
Family, so.
Well, I would say I would offer one of you to stay where I usually do, but yeah, none of you would fit.
Not only that, but they are not able to access it.
So what I'm hearing is we get to go relax for a few hours before we get a report and make a plan. Fantastic.
Yes, correct. Please relax, rest if you need something to eat. We are not vegetarian or vegan, although most of us do prefer a more plant-heavy diet. You will still be able to find meat. I know there are a lot of rumors about us being rabbits. Just because I can turn into one does not mean I am one.
Well, I mean, you also hide in the woods and don't talk to people very often, so rumors are going to abound.
But,
you also have an odd fetish with carrots.
You know as well as I do that carrots offer no nutritional value to rabbits. I like carrots because they're delicious.
Anyways, Thalia, where's a good place to eat around here?
Literally anywhere. Just walk outside. They got trees and plants, and just take a break.
Done. Grab my axe back from the elder because he never handed it back to me, so I just gotta snatch it back from him.
Yeah, he kind of got sidetracked and was just holding it, vibing, chatting with you guys. Just your axe is like, hello.
What I do is I grab the axe, I put my ear to the head, and he goes. He says you need to lotion your hands more. I put the silver axe in the bag. I put the green axe in the bag, sling the bag over the shoulder, and I walk outside.
He lets out an audible laugh at that, and he says, "You know, he's probably right. I have been doing a lot of agricultural work lately to help get ready for the harvests. My hands probably are a little rough, could probably use a little moisturizing, but minor issues."
Food time.
That said,
I'm gonna.
before you leave, a quick question for you, Rock. Who's that name on the handle of your axe? Is that like your real name? Is Rock not your actual name? Is that just what you go by?
It is someone that I am keeping an eye on.
Understood.
I'm not entirely sure how the magic works. I'm just trusting the process.
Fair enough, and that's... I will not pry. You are a guest. Your business is yours. Enjoy the grove. And I will send for you all once I have a word, so we can start to plan on our next steps.
While they go get food, I'm gonna stay just so I can ask. I still have questions. It's just one question, really. I'm gonna ask him.
I'm gonna let everybody else go then, if you're gonna be kind of hanging back to see what other people are about to go do. But you're gonna play through your scene before we let them go out into the village. But I want to know what everyone's going to do before you have a conversation with this guy.
I was also going to hang back just to get up to date on what's happened to the village while she's been gone.
That's fine.
So as we leave, all of a sudden, Thalia and Lila hang back. So I just look at Avrin, shrug, and go, I guess we're going to go get food.
I agree.
And Brock's legitimately going around looking for like a restaurant, a tea house, a bar, like something that would actually be an institution that sells food, because that's what he's used to, even in his culture. So
no, the thing is they're druids. They're not prudes. They absolutely have a drinking hall.
Fantastic. That's where we're going.
I'm gonna tell you both now. You have reason to get excited about a druid's drinking hall.
Oh shit.
Oh, this will be fun.
Who better to make and ferment and produce alcohol than the people who understand nature better than fucking anybody else?
Havern just wants food.
The goblins, the orcs.
I'm gonna answer that for you.
No. They make strong alcohol, not good alcohol. Druids make strong
dwarves. I would give
good alcohol.
I will give you those except for the dwarves. That's like their culture.
Arguably,
that's like
though,
saying,
it's
that's like
delicious.
Saying German beer isn't good.
But arguably, dwarven beer is good to dwarves. Most people, and it is kind of written in the canon lore, most like dwarven and orcish and anything like that is not considered edible for most people. Dwarves actually are known for eating like typically fairly dangerous things because it's not as hard on them. So like flavor text wise, but
me and the monk go drinking.
Yeah, you and the
Yeah.
monk go eating and drinking.
This will be fun. They're gonna
Yeah.
come back to us, and we're gonna be like throwing people through the walls of the drinking.
Oh, you guys are angry drunks. Got it.
No, but you'd be amazed what a friendly sparring match can turn into.
Fair.
Lila is going to look to Thalia and go, oh, do you wish for privacy?
It's fine. I can just talk in another language.
I mean, also very true. I don't know Druidic. She's gonna busy herself with the fucking ear horn to kind of get it to her preferences, essentially.
Tune it.
Lick it.
I'm tuning my ear horn. What do you want from me?
Make sure the Bluetooth connection is strong.
Also, thank you, Trevor, for finally giving me a way to communicate.
For now.
Oh, I'm keeping this motherfucker. It's coming with me. But she'll just gesture to Thalia to, have her conversation.
Talia, please continue your conversation with the elder. As an aside for everybody, we will be pausing in about 14 minutes at 7:30 so that I can put my son to bed. We will take a 10-minute pause at 7:30 and be back at 7:40, but as a preemptive warning now.
Okay.
Please have your conversation with the elder.
I'll
What
talk in
language are you
Druidic,
speaking?
'cause-
Druidic? Okay.
Druidic, yeah. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with myself. How do I fix this? Do you have any suggestions?
Fix what, child?
I don't want this body. It's not what I
That
grew up
was
in.
always your body.
Mm.
And, what you guys heard in common as a more refined, older, but smooth, almost British voice in Druidic is completely normal. No accenting. This is his true, what has become his native language. It does not matter what his native language really was. This is his primary language, and you can feel immediately his comfort has entirely shifted, being in full Druidic. And even you, Lila, can pick up on the shift of the conversation feeling so much more fluid. There is nothing for you to fix. That's not a body you were given. That was always yours. It was suppressed. That was something that I did not know inherently. I did not know that you were a tiefling at birth. That was not disclosed. I don't think your mother even knew that. My dear, you are a tiefling. You always have been, and you always will be. That's in your genes.
I'm telling you, I'm not wearing jeans.
He looks at you, unamused, just disappointed at the choice of terrible joke at a time like this. You can do better. You're far funnier than that.
Yes. I guess I don't know.
It is
Feel
going to
lost
take
now.
adjusting. It is going to be an adjustment. It's not going to be easy. Fortunately, here is it is not going to be an easy life for you.
Yeah, I'm getting that feeling.
Outside of the grove, you're not going to be met with the same level of acceptance you will here.
I have
And
so many questions,
it's
and the only person
going-
that can answer them is dead.
he's not the only person who could answer your questions. I can't advise you on how to find the other person who can. Other than that, I hope you're ready for a trip to the Nine Hells. Because the only other entity that can truly answer your questions is whoever her patron was. Whoever now owns you.
Love that. Anyway, I'm
Would you say? You weren't very clear when you said
I
something
wasn't.
just
I
now.
wasn't really saying words. I was just like making noises, like ugh. What?
Wish I could give you more clarity. I can only warn you that you are going to have a particularly rough time as a tiefling because your visual change has been one of the more complete ones. I've met a lot of tieflings. Most that I meet have one or two small features that maybe make somebody feel like they're a little off-putting, make them a little uneasy. Maybe they notice some strange smell. I remember someone, they just smelled like they were always like freshly burned, like charred flesh. And their eyes were a very fiery orange, but outside of their eyes and the smell, they had almost no other indication they were a tiefling. They looked like a normal human. And unfortunately, that is going to make you look like you have come straight out of the hells yourself. Nathaniel's even scared of that. He just screamed from
Nathaniel.
across the living room.
It's okay. I'm still me, Nathaniel.
He's probably just tired.
No, actually, I think he was playing.
Oh. Well, good.
Well,
It sounded like one of his playful shrieks.
Ah, yes.
I do that too.
The one that happens in Walmart where you stop and go, is that one I need to get involved with?
Yeah,
Then you hear the laugh, and you go, ah.
Yeah. He gives you a hug. You kind of melt into him for a minute. A comfort that you just haven't really gotten to have in what's felt like a very long time. And while it has been a while, it's just been such a long few months. And he lets you go and he holds you at your shoulders at arm's length. And he looks you in your eyes and he says, as long as you do not fall prey to the darkness that is in your blood, you will always have a home here. We are your family, and we will always be your family. And then he drops his arms. Now go. Your friends are waiting for you. enjoy some time amongst the village. I know they've missed you too.
Yeah. All right. I'll leave. Before I find any of my friends, I'll find Avern and Rock and maybe give them directions to where my place is if they want to go there. Since I'm splitting. Yeah, if you wanna.
Since
I'll
you're
leave my
what?
door open. Since I'm gonna catch up with a few people.
Got it.
And probably go straight to my house after.
Lila,
Hello.
during that conversation, you were flying around a little, reacquainting yourself with the village. It's been a while since you've been here, and usually
No,
when you were
I was waiting for them to finish talking. I was focusing with the ear horn because I was going to talk to the elder when they were done.
well, sure, but I would imagine you could only do that for a couple of minutes before it's like, okay, there's nothing really else to do. It's an ear horn.
She is a princess trained to be a queen. She knows how to be fucking patient.
Sure, and patience can include flying around the inside of the town hall, looking
right.
at the inside of the building that you haven't been in like 4 or 5 months. Because it's been a while you're waiting patiently. That is a patient thing to do.
I'll fly around the village.
No, not the village. I literally just said the room.
I'll fly
You're
around
in the
room.
town hall. There is shit you can look at there. There is shit on display there.
Trevor, I will say that you and I have ADHD, so wandering around the room might seem patient, but some people can actually just sit still and wait.
Yeah, but not a pixie, let's be honest. Not this pixie. This is John. But that is a valid point. That does not sound like just patience to me. That sounds maddening. But fair.
Yes, because you and I have ADHD.
If you would like John
painful.
to just sit still and stare at the two of them having a conversation, by all means, you fucking weirdo.
To be fair, their conversation lasted all of 5 fucking minutes.
That's a long time when you're waiting to have a conversation with somebody. Have you counted out 30 seconds and just waited doing nothing? It's a long time.
Yeah, I sit here listening to you all
you know, the thing is-
No, you fucking don't. You
No.
play games. I know you play games.
Trevor, you're kind of proving my point that ADHD can't just sit still and do nothing. It's painful for us.
Listen, shut the fuck up.
Other people can. I know it's weird, but it's okay. He's not normal.
Fuck you, okay?
Sometimes I throw up.
No, she literally is like, getting used to the ear horn, like their conversation was taping off, and just kind of kicking her feet up and down, waiting. She said she had one question. Now, if it started going into like 10 to 15 minutes, then she would have wandered off. But no, she can't sit there for 5 minutes waiting because Lord knows how often she had to do that when her dad had fucking visitors.
5 minutes, she's absolutely fine. 6 minutes, now she's got to go do something.
Fair. That's fair. Okay. All right. My bad. Yeah. I genuinely just defaulted to this is the normal thing to do. Now I forget I'm not the normal thing to do. So whatever. That's cool.
But also, you're going to have to cut it off at 30 seconds anyway.
I'm aware.
so-
Just give me a second. You're sitting there. You're waiting your turn. The conversation starts seeming like it's dragging and dragging. It's weirdly slow. They're just talking and talking, and you can kind of realize they're talking slower and slow. You hear in the back of your mind a yawn and a soft hello. And that's where we're going to pause.
Oh.
It is
Man.
7:30. I'm going to go put my son to sleep. We are going to pause for 10 minutes. We'll take a 10-minute break. Please be back at 7:40. We'll see you soon.
All right, well then.
All right, welcome back. We have taken a break. I have drank some soda. I have opened the door for some airflow to my AC absent office. Let's fucking go, buds.
I'm gonna DM you just because I want to tell you about it right now. An Amazon link for mini AC units. They're like
Yep.
$50.
You're good. I know. I've priced a few. I need to measure my
Have one.
window out.
Yep. Once you do, let me know. I could probably help you out a bit.
They're mostly universal.
Yeah, for the most part, there are like size, but we don't need to talk about that on stream. We're good. So that voice kind of chimes in the back of your head for a moment.
Yeah.
Hello.
Lila, who was starting to definitely kick her legs more. As this is approaching the territory of partitioners that wouldn't shut the fuck up when they came to talk to her dad. So her head kind of jerks up for a bit, looks around the office. Are they still talking? But just so I have this scene
No.
set correctly.
I mean, yes, but not really. They're really just slow. Like I said, you noticed their speech patterns start to shift and they're talking and it's getting really slow.
She's gonna
And
look
strangely,
she's
know,
gonna
as it
look
starts.
around. Yeah. She's gonna look around to see if anything else is moving slowly, or are they doing this just to fuck with her?
The room was relatively still except for you all. However, it does not seem like what would be natural air movement is occurring. Because even in a room, air moves. There does not seem to be any movement.
And she's been an air kineticist for like 3,000 years.
That is also true. Who gave it up in a moment for people she met 5 minutes ago.
Yep. Anyway, seeing that time seems to be slowing down, or they are just really committed to the bit, she's gonna answer the voice in her head of, "Hello, who are you?"
I would ask you the same question. All I know is that I've woken up, and now I'm on your head.
You're the artifact, the tiara. Hello, I'm Lila Frostspell.
Okay. This makes a lot more sense. Hello, Lila. I am Wisdom Without Measure.
A pleasure to meet you, Wisdom Without Measure. Welcome to... Well, I don't know if you were awake before, but if you were, welcome to the world again.
Likewise, and I am not sure if I was awake. I'm not sure what quite has happened, if what I have are memories or dreams. But I did just wake up and become at least fully aware of the world around me. And I recognize none of it.
Yeah, don't worry. I know exactly how you feel. But
Yes, I know you do.
it is how many years? Like 800 since the collapse.
Fuck, I haven't looked at those notes in fucking ages. Hold on.
Because I know she was alive for a long time before the collapse.
I keep clicking the wrong thing.
Mom, I'm clicking the wrong notes. Help.
The collapse ended in 8,999. The year 9,000 was when the ley lines turned back on. Yeah, it's
time for Nethys to flip that circuit breaker.
Yeah, it's been probably close to. Let me ask. Do you guys remember if I set a date when we started a
I
year
don't
or so
remember a
ago?
damn thing.
I can get up
Probab-
and get my notebook.
If you wanted to, so we know what year, because it's not been a year since you guys have started. Like in game, it's not been a year, and out of game, it fucking has. But
Yeah,
You,
hold on.
you definitely set a date. I don't remember what it was. I know. I keep thinking it's been about 800 years from
I
the
want to say
start
you
of the
guys are
collapse
somewhere
to
around
now.
like 800 to 850, like years after.
No, until we get a specific date, just to continue the scene along.
Yeah.
It's been about 850 years since what we call the collapse.
A year is 9,570.
Okay. So it's 570 years post collapse.
Oh, that's a lot shorter.
Yep. So we'll track that back a little bit.
Yep. No. I will say the exact number of years since she knows. Yeah, it's been a while. Do you know what made you wake up?
The collapse. That was. Was that when? Was that when I went to sleep?
Well,
What was the collapse?
it is when the ley lines got turned off for reasons we don't fully understand. Our best guess, well, my best guess, with the knowledge I have, that it involved Nethys. As for the why, no idea.
That would be because Nethys is a crazy bastard. I have some thinking to do, but it does seem that event in your history probably corresponds to when I went to sleep. As for what woke me up, it has been a slow process. I have felt some strength returning to me, but I do not know how long it has been for. It has not been exactly easy to keep track of time.
Well, I put you on my head about 3 weeks ago. You were in the
remember a week. I remember what a week feels like. Yes. Yes, I think 3 weeks it has been. It has been 3 weeks since I have started waking up. So this must be why. Well, this does put some puzzle pieces together that I had already found that I did not know what to do with. Now I understand some more things. Well, it would appear, young Lila, that I am going to be your artifact. You and I are now bound. I look forward to working with you. I think this will be rather interesting. I haven't
Likewise, I have not
met a
somebody
pixie in a very long time.
I have not met someone that could honestly call me young in Same, a very long time.
You hear a laugh echo through your head as if crystalline wind chimes were dancing through your mind.
Oh,
My dear Lila, you, for all intents and purposes, are a child. But I do not seem to have recovered quite all of my strength, and I'm feeling quite weary. I'm going to have to end this conversation and get some rest, but know that I am here. I am awake and aware.
You may
But-
or may not at times hear another voice in my head. Nothing to be alarmed about. That would be Desna.
Well, sounds like I might have some interesting conversations ahead of me. It's
That moment when a god
been a
and an
while.
artifact. Sorry.
And she just retreats into the back of your mind at saying, "It's been a while." And retreats into the back of your mind and just rests and settles.
Yeah, the thought of an artifact and a god just yapping in my own head is hilarious to me.
And as she settles, the world speeds up, catches back up to reality. Their conversation wraps up. They were almost at the end of it anyway. It really was a short conversation for them. As Talia leaves and walks past you and just waves real quick as she walks out the door, and the elder looks at you.
Hello.
And switching to Sylvan. Yes, Lila. And what might I do for you?
Well, two things. One, the tiara on my head woke up. We had an interesting conversation. Either it was able to alter my perception of time, or it was actually able to slow it down.
I would not be surprised by either. If what you have acquired is a true artifact of ancient, forgotten power, yeah, it might be.
It views me as a child, so take that for what you will.
Also not entirely surprising. You are young for your race. I mean, if there were more of you as younglings, you would probably be a pretty average adult, but you are on the young end of adulthood.
Just very strange to be called young again.
I can imagine. It's
How's-
probably not something you're used to, being around things older than you are. Not a lot of that is out and about in the world.
Anyway, how's the village been?
Outside of the goblin threat, making it difficult for anybody to leave the village that is not combat trained. Fine. Harvests have been good. We are getting ready for a second harvest. I don't remember what we have planted right now. We have so many different things planted right now. I'd have to go look back at the logs that we keep, but we're getting ready for another harvest. So, and we're looking at a good full harvest. Nothing phenomenal, but enough.
Enough is good.
Enough is good. You have been through quite a bit.
Well, I would say it's no, I can honestly say that. It's been one of the strangest times next to the collapse itself.
Yeah, I can imagine it would be quite strange.
But
Well.
I'm glad everyone's doing all right. I think I'm actually gonna go see them.
Sounds like a
You
good idea.
you should get some rest. You do too much.
Rest when I'm dead, Lila.
No, if you don't rest, that'll be sooner rather than later.
He smiles and he chuckles. Oh, away with you.
She lets out a small laugh before getting up, taking the ear horn with her, and flying out to go to find Rock.
And Lila, you can leave the ear horn. I don't think you need that anymore.
Do I have to?
Well, seeing as I'm having a conversation with you from across the room just fine as if you are standing next to me, yes.
She
And
actually
you
paused.
notice that your voice has been coming from you while not loud enough to you that it would be you shouting. Your voice carries as if you have a normal sized voice.
She looks to the ear horn and immediately looks inside of it as if checking to see if this thing's an artifact too.
You just hear a little bit of a chuckle of crystalline chimes in the back of your mind.
That makes more
Consider it a
sense.
small gift.
Thank you. She's gonna lay the ear horn down on the table, almost ecstatic that she doesn't have to moisturize people's ears to hear them.
I hate when people use the word moisturize because now all I can think of is Doctor Who. And all I can think of is the last human.
And somehow we've used it
moisturize
twice.
me.
Somehow we've used it twice in the same episode.
Yes, yes, we have.
You're welcome.
All right, let's go for 3.
And then she is going
Moisturize.
she's going to go find Aaron and Rock. But won't be that hard to find the short, angry elf man.
And knowing these two and their combative roles, you can assume they've probably worked up a hunger. You
they just
find
said,
them
"We're gonna go
eating
find
enough that it's probably a good safe bet that they're eating.
They also said they're gonna go find food, so
Yeah. You head to the drinking hall, tavern, whatever you want to refer to it as. Like I said, they're druids, not prudes. They still have modern amenities. It's just built with respect to nature. It is not taking advantage of. It is in cooperation with. So, the bar top is a root. The seats are waves from the root as the, came through the ground and is forming these like stools. It's all made to be copacetic while being comfortable and part of living a comfortable life. They know how to live. It's a nice tavern.
Yep. So, what do I walk in on?
Well, Rock and Avern. You guys walk
what do I
out.
fly in on?
You guys left the town hall. And, making it clear you were looking for food, you stepped out, stopped a guard, the typical, hey, where food, feed belly, go here, spend money. Great, thank you.
Follow my nose.
Well, yeah, that's fair.
Because I just follow where I know food and beer is in large amounts.
Make a perception check.
You insist. Yeah.
For singling out sense when you are in an area that's unfamiliar to you.
Yeah. So Rock just steps outside, takes a deep whiff with his eyes closed, looks in the direction of the strongest smelling food and drink that's around, and just goes that way.
You know what? With the way you describe that, What's your perception?
I think it's like a plus 13.
I'll let you take 10 and pass.
I'm
With the
just
way you
curious.
described that, you were happy to take your time and really just smell and distinguish smells. That's what a take 10 would be. Absolutely, just you can find the tavern.
Yeah, so it'd be just go to where the tavern is, go through the front door.
Yeah, everyone's just following him.
And I find a table that would accommodate the entire party, even though I'm half expecting our sniper to be absent, given his deal he made with the chief,
Correct. He's not allowed out
who
of
still
the
never
city hall.
introduced himself. Never got his name.
I genuinely thought I gave that to you guys when he came over to you and apologized. I thought he introduced himself. I thought I introduced him. I don't have a
Nope,
name for him. Talia.
And that's fine. That's fine because
Yeah.
he canonically never gave it.
Yeah,
So I get to make all sorts of ridiculous nicknames for him until someone corrects me.
absolutely. Talia, you can make a name for him. He's your backstory character if you would like.
I just call him Gramps. Can we all just call him Gramps?
No one knows his name. It's
Absolutely
been lost in time.
not.
Dang it.
I
Lila
mean,
wouldn't.
he is
But still.
a druid. I'm sure he has extended his lifespan.
What's his name? Bill. He's Bill the Druid.
Build
Bill
a
Nye, the planty guy.
Bill
There's
Nye, you're a
there's
mother
actually
guy.
a plumber out here called Bill Nye the Plumbing Guy, and I'm mad because he understood the assignment, but he's a competitor.
Correct. Yes, that is. You know what? Round of applause for Bill Nye the plumbing guy and a middle finger. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, we've had to go behind him so many times. Anyways,
Oof. Bill guy should not be your plumbing guy, I guess.
new. So, Avern, I don't want to just keep, taking over the scene. If you're content with being a wallflower, that's fine. But what is it you're doing once we get to the tavern? Because I know what Rock's doing. He's looking for a table for everybody to sit down. He's grabbing food, drink, and just enjoying himself.
Avern's eating as much food as she can.
Okay.
She is finding a spot to sit and she is eating as much as she can.
Okay. Rock, are you doing anything different though? Like honestly?
So what Rock's doing is he's like I said, he's finding a table where he knows everybody else is going to join him eventually. He's getting his food, he's sitting out, but he's also kind of looking around at the place that he's at because again, he finds himself in an unfamiliar place. It's kind of familiar, but it's not because
Yeah.
it's
familiar in base, but not in like these still aren't your people.
at all. Like it's almost like walking into a hollow facsimile of what one of his villages would be. So he's kind of looking around and he's just kind of like, yeah, okay. Seeing what everybody else is doing, looking at the fact that even if they have tavern games, they'd be slightly different than the stuff that he would be used to. The magics all feel the same, but also just not quite right. So he kind of just looking around, seeing people watching, slightly eavesdropping, eating his food, just feeling out of place again. I mean,
You guys walked into this tavern and you laid eyes on it, and it's distinctly a tavern. And way too nice. You guys find an empty table big enough for everyone. You sit down with these feelings. Already that feeling of out of place is settling in as somebody comes by your table. Yes, loves, what can I get for you? And you look up and there's a slender, half-elven woman.
What do they speak in?
Common, because they don't
Okay.
recognize you.
Good. Thought I would have to correct someone. Are there menus, or is it just assumed tavern fare?
Do you ask that?
Yes.
I was gonna say, are you asking as character or as player?
Kind of both. I just didn't know if there was a menu sitting on the table. If
She
not,
has
it would
not
be one-
handed anything
Okay.
to you. She is standing there with kind of like a pad and a stick of charcoal for like taking
So-
down the order. What can I get
I'm
for you,
not-
loves?
I'm not quite sure what it is y'all y'all bake here. So
Of course. Give me just a moment. Let me go grab you a menu. And she runs over to the bar and kind of ducks back around and reaches under and comes out with 2 slabs of bark that are carved with the menu. They're beautiful menus. Entirely too nice for a tavern. You are very put off by how nice these are for a fucking tavern menu. But it's a
looks at
tavern
it and-
menu.
So Rock looks at it and he immediately has this weird look on his face where he's reading the food and getting excited about the food, but he's disappointed with the waste of bark because he's sitting here thinking like, these fuckers don't have paper. Like seriously, that is like the most simple thing to make, and instead they decide to do this grandiose bullshit.
Rock, her pad is paper.
But it's just like menus that are okay.
You see the pad of paper she's holding and the non-paper menu, and the irritation just grows even more. But you stomach it. You know what? It's not your people. You cannot.
Yeah. What's the price range around here like? So if I drop like 20 gold, am I going to have to worry about like change or anything, or is it like would that be way too excessive? Because I'm looking to order like a ridiculous amount of food.
So they
'Cause I
do
know
have
how we eat.
they do have an import section.
Mhm.
And by import I mean it's stuff that they don't grow or raise themselves. That is quite expensive, like 3 to 5 times more than what you'd pay for that same thing in the city in like literally where you guys just came from.
Right.
However, compared to the standard fare in a city, their standard fare, because it is all locally produced and they produce exactly what they need essentially, it is at most half the price, if not cheaper. In
So
fact,
it would
they don't list prices on some things, not because it's too expensive, but because it's just a thing you can have.
so
The
standard
things
fare
that
would
are
be like,
that have prices are things that they do kind of have to charge for, because maybe they did grow it, but it's just harder to grow, so they don't have an unlimited supply essentially.
so like standard fare would be like tavern bread, cheese, bacon.
Salads, they have, you know, a
Okay.
variety of different salads. They have different
Really
well-rounded meal plates, like that have, you know, a good meat protein or
Yeah.
plant-based protein, and then a couple of sides. Like they have a full menu, so like you have salad options, they have soups, they have meals, they have individual items that you can order a la carte, they have beer, wine, liquor.
Crazy ass tavern.
So I'm going to take like, how much gold do I have?
And so, and the other thing is, it is carved in entirely druidic. Avern, you have no fucking clue what it says. Rock, you are doing just fine. And the
I
poor,
look at
the
the menu.
sweet girl, she goes, "Oh, my apologies. We don't have any in common. We only have them in druidic. I can definitely translate for you."
I look
Just
at
looking for some meats.
I look at Everett and let's make this simple. Let's see here. What do I have for gold? What the fuck is currency? Oh, there it is. Wow. I'm gonna drop 20 gold on the table. I'm gonna look at the waitress.
Her eyes damn near fall out of her skull.
There's going to be a couple more people joining us. We're going to want beer. I don't want to see the bottom of my glass. And then we're going to eat a lot of food. Just keep bringing it. It's not going to matter what it is. Keep the change.
That is
Are there any allergies that we need to be considerate of?
None that I'm aware of. We've been traveling for a while, and no one's blown up like a balloon.
Empty plates.
How many total will be how many total will be dining and feasting tonight?
At least 3 in a pixie, possibly 4. I'm not entirely sure if our snipers. What do we want to call it? Forced vacation is taking effect yet?
Are you guests of the Elder?
Yeah, Elder. What? He never gave us his name.
His name is Elder Rowan Snakeweed.
I understand that voice in my head, but you're not here.
I think she was just saying that for us since
Yeah.
I told her to figure it out if she wanted to, but cool.
Yeah, he never gave us her name, but the elder that was yeah, we're guests of him, friends of Thalia, and possibly going to go and deal with the goblin problem if we find out where they're at.
Understood. If you are the party that came in with the Elder, then if you're not sure of your sniper's attendance because of and she does hold up with the air quotes that you implied at the forced vacation, he's probably not being allowed access to the village, which means his meals will be provided to him, but he's not allowed to leave the town hall or the town center. You can call it either. So no, he will not be joining you. But I imagine we'll probably be getting his order soon. He'll have all the amenities available to him that we offer without, obviously, the live entertainment that we have, as she gestures at, the band in the corner playing music and the, drunk group in the corner gambling on something. You're not sure what they're playing. They're all rowdy and drunk and having fun. All right, I will start preparing. I will inform my kitchen. Give me 10 minutes. I'll have the first round of drinks, and you will not see the bottom of your glass. I swear it. And she winks, and she spins on her heel, and as she spins, pockets the 20, and walks off to the kitchen.
I love how it's implied I just paid for a full buffet with a $20 bill.
I mean, kind of, but the funniest thing truly is that a gold in Pathfinder currency is so valuable that a single gold would have been an impressive amount of money to pull out for a meal anywhere. And you pulled out 20.
Yeah.
And then there's platinum.
Yeah, so the thing is that Brock's mindset with stuff is that you're less suspicious if you overpay and people stop asking questions. Kind of glosses over a lot of social faux pas he's had to deal with in the past.
That is fair.
So, plus that, you always get better service. Oh. What kind of bar games do they have?
You look around the room, nothing's really hidden. They're not. It's not like they're trying to gamble in secret. You see a kind of a makeshift craps table. I say makeshift because it's not like they actually grew in a craps table, but people are playing craps somehow. There is a makeshift craps table. There is a blackjack game. And then there is there's one table in one corner, the rowdiest corner, as things kind of, people move, people come over and look and kind of get, people out of the way so they can come in and look too, and then they leave. You finally get a glimpse of what's going on. It's an arm wrestling gambling competition. And sitting at the table is a burly, deeply tanned man who, as you're watching, slams his opponent's hand into the table. And you see the man on the other end just kind of crumple a little as his hand crashes into the table.
Look at the ruckus going on. I look back at Everett and I go, "You should go embarrass him."
The big guy just pockets the money from the bet, and just, you see him flex, and he's got some impressive muscle. But Avrin,
Avrin's going.
yours are a little bigger.
Look, either you go embarrass him or I will, and I think it'll be funnier if you do it.
Avrin's gonna smile and head over there and set a gold piece on the table.
He eyes you up and down. All right. But the minimum buy-in is 25.
25. Okay. She's going to put 24 more on the table.
He sits up. That's a stack of 25 gold right next to it. Puts his elbow on the table. And stares at you.
Avrin's going to stretch a little before she sits and kind of like crack her knuckles like outward, and then she'll sit down and put her elbow on the table and grab his hand with a surprisingly tight grip.
Don't let Talia see that.
Yeah, too bad I'm not there. Ugh. Says but a shame.
You sit down, you take his hand right as the barmaid comes back by the table, setting down a large wooden stein of ale. Setting down another where Avrin was sitting, looking from where she sat it to where she saw her walk. She looks back to you, looks back to Avrin. He's about to get embarrassed, isn't he?
Oh yeah. Which side of the table is he going to fall out of? Towards the alley or towards the wall?
Towards the bar.
Oh.
You may want to move the glassware away from the table. I say in Druidic. You may want to move the glassware away from the table, love. He's he's about to be introduced to the floor.
Oh, don't worry, the glassware will be just fine. And she sets down the stein and just kind of turns, falling back on a leg, like resting on her back leg to watch. You take his hand, he takes yours. The referee puts his hand on top of both of yours. He says on 3. 1. He looks at you. 2. He looks at him. 3, and he lets go of your hands. Lila, you fly into the bar.
Oh no.
What?
As it hits 3, Avrin's going to squeeze his hand hard. Not okay. She's going to squeeze his hand hard, even though she thinks she's not squeezing it as hard. But if he's not prepared for it, it probably will hurt a lot. And then she's going to start trying to slam his hand down to the table.
Me next.
Say, because Avrin's intelligence is 9, so she probably thinks it's not as hard.
Well, that and the strong sometimes have a hard time knowing their strength.
Yeah.
Also, did I just hear me next to being slammed into the table?
Maybe.
Lila, you fly into the tavern. You look around.
The hear of that immediately leaves.
As beautiful as
Lila flies into the bar. Big burly man flies out of the bar.
it's as beautiful as you remember, just as immaculately put together.
And there's a big
You see the music, the band in the corner playing. You see the barmaid standing still. That's unusual. The barmaid's not usually standing still. You look next to the barmaid, you see Rock sitting at a table. You look where the barmaid's looking. You see Avrin sitting at a table on the other side of the bar. This table is a local arm wrestling club that likes to gamble in the taverns once they've all gotten good and drunk on who is the strongest arm wrestler in their little club. You've seen them before, you know them. But sitting across from the biggest member is Avrin.
The 5
And right as you make the connection of what Avrin's about to do, Avrin, please roll your grapple check. That is your combat maneuver bonus.
Okay. So I roll this.
You do have hero points if you want to spend them to be more awesome by doing something crazy.
That is true.
And honestly, using one to just throw this guy around the room like a ragdoll is a perfect use of hero points.
I think I do want to do that. I want to see what happens.
Okay. Give me just a moment here. Because I think, didn't I put up a little handout about what hero points do?
There should be one, or at least there was at one point. I think it got deleted. All we have is the Pantheon and the fractional base bonuses, unless somebody else has one.
It's you can use them to reroll a die. You can use 2 of them to basically remain at 1 HP, and you can use one to attempt the near impossible.
Eating the guy across the room.
I would argue that's not the near impossible for Avrin. Okay, so uses for hero points. You can act out of turn. You can take a static bonus to any roll before you roll it. You can take a static bonus that is half of that for any roll after you've rolled it. You can spend a hero point to aid another and give them the half bonus as if you made it after a roll. And then if you give it to a friendly player after their roll, they get half that again. You can do it to take an extra action. You can take it for GM inspiration. You can use it to recall a spell you've already cast, or gain another use of a special ability that is otherwise limited. You can re-roll your dice, or you can spend 2 to cheat death, or petition me to allow a hero point to be used to attempt nearly anything that would normally be almost impossible. Such uses are not guaranteed and should be considered carefully by me. So
The other fun one is using a spell 1 slot above you can normally cast.
So she casts catapult on him and just throws him.
I cast a yeet.
So do
Our
you?
word yeet.
Can I use one for the static bonus?
I was gonna say, I feel like using it for just the massive bonus.
Because it's a
Would
plus
be-
8, isn't it?
It's a +8.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to use a hero point to add 4 to it also.
Absolutely. Please add 12 to your combat maneuver bonus roll for grappling this man in an arm wrestling match.
I don't
Should I
know if you
whisper
can do
the
that,
roll
but
or do the
also like
public
Yes, you can. You can spend a hero point to aid another, and it gives them +4 before the roll and +2 after the roll if you use it after
I
they
am
roll.
okay. Absolutely okay with
no,
this.
no. I know that. I can't remember if they had a rule where you can only do 1 hero point per roll.
You can spend 1 hero point per roll.
No, you can spend
If-
2 to cheat death.
Right, but like you can't spend 3 to add a plus.
Yes, each person cannot spend more than 1 hero point during a single round of combat. But since
Should I do this?
this isn't combat, I am allowing you both to successfully use. If it were combat, yes, I would make you wait till your turn, but
Should I do a
yeah.
public roll or a whisper roll?
Oh no, do this in public.
Please
You're
do a
getting
public
+12.
roll.
Let us see how badly you
And
outclass
then you
this
said the
man.
Yeah.
modifier was what? 12?
It's your combat maneuver bonus, and yes, you will add 12 because of the bonuses from hero points. And with any stunting, you can get more bonuses.
So does the combat maneuver bonus roll a like a d20? Or
Yes.
how does
Yes,
okay.
all
The total
all
next to that, is that my
that's your bonus that you get added to your d20 roll.
Oh, he's about to fly into the next country.
Yeah, no. CMB is basically just another way to do attacks, but just
I
with
have a-
special effects.
I have a +10.
Remind me what
Oh.
calculates combat maneuver bonus? BAB plus ability score. That's it. Okay.
Okay. Yeet.
Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry about that. My computer decided to reset.
You're
24. Wow, you rolled a 2.
I rolled a 2.
That's sad.
It's kind of funny.
And you still got a 24.
It would have been a 14
Plus-
without the hero
plus stunt. You did
It-
describe your action.
I did describe the action.
Give you a +3.
But 27
27.
against their
On a
own
2.
CMB. That's the power of hero points, baby.
I mean,
The
I'm
fact that
pretty
you
sure
turned
my combat maneuver bonus is or combat maneuver defense is 20, so I'm pretty sure this guy's boned.
Well, it's a
Oh, the
contest.
defense?
It's CMB versus CMB. They're trying to beat each other.
Oh.
Yeah, he's trying to overpower Averin. Averin's trying to overpower him. So while I could also make this straight strength because they're also contesting a arm wrestle, I'm like, that's also kind of like grappling. So I think grapple works here. So combat
Yeah.
maneuver.
Rules work.
This is more fun.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
The only they could probably, if he rolls high, he could beat you, but he has to roll high.
He
Very
can't-
high.
He can't beat him. He'd have to not. He quite literally, like, because you rolled a what 24
27.
27 plus
the
3.
3.
Yeah,
Okay, 24 plus 3,
so
so
yeah,
27. His maximum without rolling a nat 20 is a 25.
So he has to hit that 5%.
He
Correct.
gets a nat 20, I swear to God.
Because NPCs can't stunt, nor do they have hero points.
Yep, it is actually it said in the book. Save villains can get villain points, but you need to save them for like arc villains.
Correct. Though true, like big
This is
bads
just
that
a
are
random
basically
thing.
my player characters, because that's the only way to make a true threat for player characters is to fight another player character. Yes, they are player characters essentially. So yeah. It's I treat those hero points or villain points similar to like lair actions in D&D or legendary actions in D&D, shit like that, just not nearly as frequent because
Keeping
those you can do
aside.
like every fucking turn.
Housekeeping aside, I want to watch this guy fly across the bar.
That's too damn bad.
Oh.
Really?
He nat fucking 20'd. I'm not fucking
No
joking
way.
you. I'm turning on my fucking camera.
That is funny, and also I probably should never have said anything.
Can I spend a hero point to force disadvantage on him?
No, because you already spent yours.
Lila?
I don't have any,
How do you not have any hero points?
motherfucker, because I cross classed.
You changed class.
That's fucking crazy.
It is hard to get it to focus because of webcam, but that is a natural fucking 20.
So, okay, so snap 20, that means he got 25?
No,
Yes,
it
but-
means he succeeds. Because it's a natural 20. Well, he succeeds. He doesn't necessarily critical succeed. He would have to crit confirm it.
I know that works for attacks. I don't know if that works for CMBs.
We did voluntarily do it. Works on skills, so
Well,
Okay.
and CMBs aren't skills, they are attacks. They are a
Okay.
type of combat action. You can absolutely crit. At least how I've interpreted the way those rules read. But
Fair enough.
that
Dude, I tried to
said,
give you the best chance possible.
that
my
said,
character rolled a
the
two.
the success was not necessarily like if he doesn't critically succeed, it's a success at preventing you from one-shotting him.
he wins round one.
No, you do that, and you hear his arm crack, and he just kind of goes, "Oh."
Oh.
To your surprise, your arm moves the wrong way about 2 inches. You are at a fairly severe disadvantage now. This is a hard lever position to get out of. You're not out yet. What are you going to do?
Everett, I'm sorry, I wasn't trying.
Can you
Average
spend a key point or something to make yourself do a little better in your CMBs?
do have key points.
Can you stunning fist a grapple? These are the questions we need to be asking.
The short answer is they need a certain class or a feat. The long answer is yes.
I don't know which feat she has.
Excuse me, see this and get a little surprised at first, but she's going to smile. And she's going to push back even harder. And just watch his face to see if he's struggling or not.
Also, to answer your question, Carl, you can't give disadvantage. I could only reduce, like, make them take a -8 or 4.
Go ahead and roll your CMB again. Take your +3 for your stunt.
Pew. Oh no.
Oh, no.
Why does she keep rolling 2s?
That is weird.
Why? Okay.
Game bug?
That's the second 2.
Nope, game not bug.
Well, Yeah. Do like 3 more rolls just to make sure you can roll something other than a 2 on yours. Avern.
There's
There
a
you go.
15.
Yep, nope, game not bugged. Just game really wants this NPC to not look like shit.
The NPC does not want Avern to win.
Would you roll a 15?
Yep.
15.
Please tell me
Your
you have
arm
one.
moves another inch.
Wrong way
You
or
are
good
still
way?
in it, but you are in a worse position.
Oh.
I am going to help out Avern, but not in a hero point way.
Okay. Give her haste.
No, no, I can't do that anymore. No, Lila is immediately going to fly over, landing on the barmaid's shoulder like she's done countless times, and is going to cheer. And to surprise of everyone in this fucking bar or this tavern, she has a normal speaking voice. And I want to do that right when they go again.
When Lila cheers, rock projectile that just spit takes beer and turns. What?
Avern's going to.
So I'm gonna tell you real quick before Avern, you describe your action. Hold it. I want you to hold it because I'm really excited to hear you describe your action. Lila, you sit down on your shoulder, and reflexively, the barmaid holds up a raspberry for you.
Oh.
She just takes it. And yeah, basically what I'm trying to do is distract the man with, the shock value of like, wait, what the fuck?
Nobody in the bar reacts to you having an audible voice,
Except for
Aw.
Rock.
except for Rock spitting his beer all over the barmaid.
Oh
I was not
no!
behind her.
Huh?
I was not behind her. I was still in my seat.
She was setting
next
down the
to
beer
you.
in front of Avern's seat and then just turned around and started watching the arm wrestling. So between you going to take a sip and then hearing Lila, you looking up going, she's essentially standing right where Avern would be sitting.
That's not how I remember the scene described, but okay.
If you would like to not do that right on her, that's fine. But
Yeah,
that is on me
turn
then
then.
for not setting that scene properly. So you spit beer all over the table.
Yep.
And Lila, you remember before you left, you were a kineticist who could project her voice just fine.
To a single person.
It was to a single person, so all of them hearing it at the same time.
I thought I ruled that you were allowed to do it for everyone because they were your party. Like, I thought I house
yes,
ruled.
You did for the party. I don't know if that was retroactive for like the world itself.
Because that was how you talked.
Okay.
That was this is how you talk.
Yeah, no, I will accept this. Lila has that moment of realization of like the Jumanji of using the axe to get the axe. It's like, oh, right, these people are used to me. And kind of pouts a little as she's eating the raspberry that her plan is not working.
The barmaid does turn to you. Well, you sound a little different.
Lila, oh yeah, my and then she actually does pause to like, wait a minute. Go to Amber because she's thinking like, do I actually tell I got it from an artifact? Because I feel like I should not do that.
Avern, you are now locked in with someone you do not know. You walked in confident. You know you're stronger than this man. And he is winning. You went from neutral to essentially -3 inches.
Oh.
You are losing, but you're still very much in this. You are at a disadvantage. You are not at a point where you are taking negatives, but another round lost, and you will be in a rough spot, because then you will be closer to halfway, which is almost to the point where past that you have no strength left to fight because of leverage.
Okay.
So you have 1, maybe 2 rounds left before you are losing. You still have hero points. Now would be a time where I can advise you as a new player. Let me give you some advice. Doing the impossible would be one-shotting him now because of the position you're in. So if you wanted to burn a hero point for a chance to do the impossible, it would be coming back from this point and winning. Truly impossible would be if you lose again and you are beyond your halfway point and you are barely holding on. That way, and you're like taking negs to your rolls, that would be also a good time to use. Either time, I would say, could be a good reason to use a hero point, or a good example of this is a possibly impossible moment. Beating physics is impossible. So using a hero point to do that is viable.
Okay. I think I will do that.
By all means. There is criteria to re-earn them. I am not afraid to give them, so you can absolutely still get them.
But Avron's going to, like, kind of like tighten her grip more, definitely knowing that she's stronger. And she's going to put all of her strength into this one last push. And she is going to unintentionally attempt to basically push his hand hard enough that if it hits the table, it's going through the table.
So you're putting him through the table.
Basically.
Do you want to say anything before you do? Do you want to do anything to make this a moment? Or are you just going to casually put him through the table?
Avron's going to give a kind of eerie, wicked smile, being surprised that somebody actually pushed her back more than she thought they would. And she is literally just going to look at them in the eye as she slams them through the table. Without saying a word.
Take a +5 per stunt. Go ahead and roll your CMD one more time.
B.
CMB one more time.
Bruh.
+5 help.
Bruh.
Yeah,
roll it again.
apparently-
I am not letting you have a 1.
Trevor doesn't want to repeat.
I think
we've
we've unanimously decided, fuck this guy in particular.
What is wrong with these dice rolls for Avron?
I
today?
don't know why your character sheet hates you so fucking much.
The one that wasn't for anything. the
Roll it
tester, was a
manually, goddammit.
15. I need to find a dice.
/R.
I just love Trevor's like, no.
/R 1d20
I think it's just CMBs in general, because mine's are ass too.
plus CMB, whatever your CMB is. It shouldn't be rolling this bad, but fucking Christ.
Like,
Trevor's like, we're not having another why do I even bother moment.
the fuck?
Damn it.
Bye, brother.
Like, what?
Brother.
is-
No, seriously, something's up with combat maneuver. Because
But
nobody
he
can roll
rolled
well.
it manually and it still gave him a 3.
I don't understand.
That makes sense for me. Because I have a -1.
What if I just like?
What the?
Okay, if I just hit the button on the dice roller, it give me an 18.
Great.
Huh?
Jesus Christ. I don't know if this is just bad luck night or Roll20, and I'm liable to blame Roll20 because I hate digital dice. I'm superstitious as hell. Anyway,
I love how we are.
we're gonna
actively
take the
just
18. Fuck it.
we are
Is
just
it the
meeting.
18 plus my
We spent
CMB?
3 hero points on this shit. Send him through the fucking table.
I was gonna say. All that
no,
just to send some random through a table in an arm wrestling match is crazy.
I'm not even mad about it because I've done that exact moment. Like, you spent 3 hero points on this at this point. It just works. Like, we're not beholden to the dice right now.
I had 4 2s, a 1, and a 4. I mean,
Add 20 to your roll.
38.
38.
Fuck this guy in particular.
This man's muscles bulge as the confidence sets in as he realizes you stepped into something way beyond what you thought you could handle. And he pushes, and it's like he's pushing against an adamantine rod as your muscles lock and that wicked smile sets in. And he realizes
It's a trap.
in a split second before it's too late, he's fucked. As he not only goes through the table, he gets embedded into the floor.
Rock's genuinely laughing. Just
And you pull it off in a way that makes it look like you were just playing the whole time. On the inside, you're shitting yourself because, oh god, you almost lost.
Mask, completely cool. Inside, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck.
Congratulations, you just won a 50 gold pot.
Yay.
Add 25 gold to your total because you've recouped your 25 and gained 25.
Yay.
I love this. It's like we spent 3 hero points. You know what? We're just gonna say it works, and we're moving on with life.
burn the bar down trying to send this guy through an arm wrestling match.
With the character that probably should have sent him through the first time.
Yeah, no. The dice gods were like, nah, this NPC
The dice
is
gods were like, you
important.
know, fuck you.
Oh, yeah. You stepped out into your village and you took a deep breath of home for the first time in. First thing you want to go do.
Well,
You said you wanted to go and spend time with your people, your friends, because you haven't been home. So now, you tell me, what do you want to go do?
I am going to wild shape into a cat. And specifically a tortoiseshell Maine Coon. Don't judge. And I'm gonna go find my friend Finnegan, who you
Fucking-
said like be a cat.
You
Fucking Finnegan.
you shift, taking your animal shape, and prowling through the village. It's been a while since you've gotten to take an animal shape. You've kind of missed the feeling of getting to be on all fours and having the agility and fluidity of movement. Especially as a cat, man. Feels good. You know Finnegan's spots. You know where he likes to go, especially when he can find a nice patch of sun. So you wander, you go to the different patches of various herbs and flowers, and you find the catnip patch. And belly up, sprawled out, passed out asleep in the middle of it, in the sun, is Finnegan. Still a cat. Fast asleep.
I'm gonna get down real low to the ground, shake my little cat booty like they do, and I'm gonna pounce.
I think that actually might be. Are you trying to? Are you just trying to land on him, or are you going to try to like grab him, or
No,
are you
I
trying
just
to
wanna
wrestle
like
with him, trying to scare
I
him?
just wanna scare him.
Make a.
I must be honest with the luck the rolls have been. Just if it's not
Yeah.
dramatically appropriate for her to fail, just move on.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. It'd be funny as shit though.
The way the
But
dice have
yeah.
been, just let it roll.
You leap, landing on Finnegan, and he wakes up and immediately twists, yowling and screeching as this giant Maine Coon just crushes him.
Wish.
So fluffy. I'm like a long-haired Maine Coon too, so it's just fluff.
And he, in the moment, in all of this, he drops the animal shape and just whoom back into human. And now there's just a giant fluffy Maine Coon on top of Finnegan. This long red-haired elven boy. Laying there, borderline hyperventilating underneath you, trying to push you off. Because he hasn't quite realized what the fuck is happening yet.
I'll put my paws on his face. Calm, even though I can't talk, and that's the motion that I'm doing.
He just, his face morphs from fear and confusion to just confusion and slight panic as the cat that is on him just starts stroking his face and meowing at him softly. And it's almost like that scene from the Aristocats with the dude who's pissed drunk on wine, and then he sees the cats following the geese and he goes, I must be too drunk, and just dumps it down the drain. He stares at you for a moment, just stroking him, and in your, mind, you're going shh, shh, but you're coming off as a meow because you have to choose to talk as an animal and you're not choosing to. This is a choice. You're just meowing softly into his face. And he just looks at you, and he looks at himself, and I'm fucking losing it. I'm fucking losing it. I need to be sober. I need sobriety. I need to stop. I need to stop. I need to stop. I need to stop. And he sits down and crumples under your weight. And he just lays there going, I need to stop. I need to stop. I need to
What was in
stop.
that catnip?
Guy is still high off his mind, and he just woke up to a cat acting like a person.
You're a
He's also
druid. What do you expect?
Yes,
You're
but
also
he's
in a
high.
community of druids.
But he's
Okay.
high. He is
Because-
not. He got woken up out of dream state to cat stroking. He is not putting logic into anything right now.
Be glad I didn't go chasing him down.
Oh God, he would. He probably would have just died. He probably would have had a heart attack.
He is full on, no thoughts, head empty.
Yes.
Can I pull something out of Tom and Jerry? I get off of him and I just poke one claw out and I start writing in the dirt. I don't want to freak him out by changing back.
Yeah, because he hasn't seen you with your red skin yet.
Yeah.
You should do it anyway. Fuck with him even harder. No.
Yeah, it's actually valid.
What are you going to write with your claw?
My name.
You write Talia.
Yeah.
He looks at it, and he looks at you, and he looks back, and he goes,
And it looks
"Oh
at me.
my God, you ate her!" And with that,
Just deadpan. Deadpan cat.
that's where we're gonna end today's session.
Right.
Yeah, that's fun.
Oh, this was a
All
fun
right.
episode.
I'm glad you guys had fun.
I'm glad Averin finally came out of his damn shell.
I really do understand how hard it is to put yourself in the spotlight when you've never played these kind of games before. That's why I was trying to kind of egg you on a little bit. I'm glad it worked. I'm glad it got you to kind of think through the moment and the scene and really putting yourself into a fun moment. So remember how that feels. You know, I know it can be a little scary at first. Truly, even if it's amongst friends, it still feels weird the first few times to really try to role play a moment. It's weird and it's uncomfortable and it's awkward. It does get easier the more you do it, and then it just gets easy. So keep doing it. You did awesome. That was super cool. It was a lot of fun.
I'm also
Really
dealing with
glad
a
to see you.
very uncomfortable mouth issue.
Oh,
But
what's going on? Dental problems?
I think I chipped a tooth today.
Oh, bro. Oh no.
And it's like in the front,
Oof.
Oh wow. Oh.
so it doesn't hurt. It's just it's right where your tongue
uncomfortable.
interacts with the front teeth.
Yeah.
So I can't stop messing with it.
Yeah, might be worth
Please tell me
seeing
you-
the dentist, see if he can get it filled so it at least feels normal again.
Yeah, I'm going to
Please-
call tomorrow.
Please tell me you have dental.
Uh-huh.
Good. Use it.
I'm still on my mom's insurance, so
Use the
There
shit
you
out
go.
of that while you can.
oh yeah, I'm gonna use that because she's a government company, so I'm gonna use that insurance.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they cover a good amount. All right, well, everybody like today's session? Did anybody
Oh, yeah.
feel like anything? I know we did Bunny Trail a couple of times, but we haven't really gotten to play consistently in a while, so this is the first actual consistent, we've kept our schedule for 2 sessions in a row now. So I definitely think we bunny trailed less this session than last, but quick, any big likes that you guys want to call out? Any big dislikes that happened this session that you really want to call attention to?
I don't think so.
I just love how the party came together to try to throw a guy through a fucking table.
That was awesome.
How did you like how I handled that scene setting moment there? How I handled jumping between characters? Did it feel good? Did it feel okay? I was trying to keep it a little more fluid by bringing in the different moments by kind of just jumping to all leading up to everybody coming in for the culmination moment and then Talia being late. because Talia wanted to
Oh,
go
I never
see
went there.
the village.
Yep.
I've had to go back in time a little bit because to get to the point where they are arm wrestling has taken actually probably a good 20-30 minutes. So you've had some time to go do some stuff. So you have the opportunity next time to
get
potentially
there
show up right as it ended,
as
or
that man
continue
dies.
exploring the village.
I wasn't ever planning on going.
Then absolutely keep up with your plan. You do not have to. But at the very least, everyone who was going to go in at the same time. And then if you planned to go, you were going to be the one to walk in right after it all ended, because that would have been comedically funny. It was like contingency. What is Liza going to do next? Because I haven't gotten to her character yet. Is she going to decide, nah, I'm going to go ahead and go to the tavern? She's going to walk in right as everything ends. I'm going to go do some other things, then great. She's not part of the tavern story to begin with. You get to find out about that later.
Well, no, what it's going to end up being is that somehow the other three of us are going to get so drunk we're going to have no idea what's going on, and she's going to have to piece everything together. We're going to have a hangover episode next time.
Somehow Dr. Ken is involved. He's just guest starring next episode.
Yep.
Next episode starring Dr. Ken Jung. Some fucking how. No.
No, this is going to be fun to actually cut loose for the first time in a while.
Yeah.
I can talk to people, and I'm very happy about this.
And I am very excited too, because I am restructuring some stuff with my free time, because I have had to basically accept that I'm no longer really going to have time for any video gaming. So I'm going to have to take some free time to just really work on this game as my one recreational outlet, because I am in summer school for trying to get this nursing stuff just getting going. And yeah, this is a busy fucking summer semester, so I don't know how much free time I'm going to get. So I'm going to have to spend it what little I have working on game stuff, which is fine, because I have found the map making tool for making dungeon maps, and I am working on one, and I'm excited.
Oh yeah, no, this was fun to kind of get everybody out of their shell a little bit.
And I am going to give some forewarning. We are going to be coming up on a relatively combat heavy area of the story. So I'm kind of using this as a chance to really get people comfortable with combat. We have had a lot of crunch. It has been really difficult. But I have learned more about how to get set up for combat in this platform that we're using. I have a better idea of combat things. I am going to have those things prepared, so I am not just pulling shit out of the book because I forgot to prepare. I'm going to ask that you guys make sure to review your abilities. Those of you who have things that you can spend during combat outside of hero points, please be aware of what those are able to do, what the stipulations are. D20 PFSRD is a great resource still. Archive of Nethys is strictly Paizo published material. I use it a lot. It's also good if you need to look over anything for rules. If you have questions, you can always reach out about how something functions. I'm happy to help and do some research and help.
I will say with the Archives of Nexus, make sure you're doing the 1E version and not the 2E.
Right, but it's pretty easy to determine because the address actually says 2E in the address for the website, so.
The other thing is because Puff Sword is just 1E.
Correct. But Puff Sword also includes all third-party stuff, and it's not always clear what's third-party and what's not.
Yeah, not until you scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page and check the source book.
Exactly. Sometimes it's a pain in the ass. But obviously, we are still a story-focused group, so do not think that that just means that it's going to be constant combat. But it is going to be more. And it is explicitly to drive that comfort to try to kill some of this crunch by getting the flow comfortable. Once we get that flow comfortable, combat becomes a lot less crunchy, because even when you do it less sporadically, once you get the flow down, it just kind of stays. It's almost like a muscle memory at that point. So understand the first few combats definitely are going to be some clunk, but I do think as long as you guys are putting in the effort to learn your character and what you are capable of doing, that crunch will fade fast. So just bear with me and trust my process. I think this is going to be a really fun section.
See, I got the easy one when it comes to combat.
Hit shit, get mad about it.
I made myself more complicated by involving a sling.
Correct. And lycanthropy.
Barbarians. What's the combat? I swing axe.
Well,
Understandable. Have a great day.
Until something starts flying, and then I become an artillerist.
Correct. All right. Well, anyway, then with all of that, we will go ahead and wrap up. It is 6 after. We are running a little late, but that is okay. We started a little late, and it's not terrible. It's not like we were just chit-chatting about nothing for 25 fucking minutes. So if you joined us tonight, thank you for hanging out with us. I do greatly appreciate it. If you did not hang out and choose to catch up with the story later, you can find this posted on YouTube at 4 Dice Not Found. We do post this as a podcast. I do try to get this up no later than the Monday, the week of the next session. We do play every other Thursday from 6-ish to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, so catch up with us again on June 25th, as of right now, is our next planned session. So, but with that, we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. We are 4 Dice Not Found.
Bye-bye.
Have a good night.
Bye.